Hello, and a very warm welcome. In today's video, we're going to talk Red Bull, and Christian Horner has been speaking. The show goes on. Horner insists Red Bull have strength and depth to cope without the departures of two key names, Jonathan Wheatley and Adrian Newey. Obviously, there's been big change at Red Bull. Max, four-time champion back-to-back. Can he win a fifth back-to-back? Huge questions. And obviously, they made the controversial decision, let's say, to bring in Liam the Lesbian Lawson instead of Yuki Tsunoda. Is that going to pay off that gamble or not? Massive risk for Red Bull to promote a driver who's only had 11 rounds. But yeah, Horner's been speaking. Christian Horner is confident that Red Bull have the strength and depth to cope with the departures of Newey and Wheatley, with the team boss stating the moves have sparked evolution at the squad rather than a rebuild. They lost two massive names, and there's huge question marks around Red Bull and their performance. Obviously, they finished third in the Constructors. That's massively disappointing. They need that second driver to score the points. And when Max has an off weekend, which is very rare, they want that second driver to pick up the scraps and win the race or score big points. It was confirmed last May that Newey would depart his role and join Aston Martin later in the year. News later came in September that Newey would join Aston Martin. Meanwhile, it was announced in August that Sporting Director Wheatley would leave, and then he became the team principal of, the Audi team, Sauber. While the exits are both high-profile ones, Horner is not worried about the impact of the team going forward. There's only two going, and obviously Adrian left in Miami, so we haven't seen him. He has been working on the RB17 hypercar since then, so he's not working on any F1 projects. Obviously sad to see them go. They both played important roles in the team over their tenure. But the show goes on, and I think we got the strength and depth we have that, and arguably 2026. Again, talking about 2026, oh my god, focus on the present. What we're gearing up for in 26 with our own power unit is by far the biggest challenge and the most ambitious project this team has ever taken on. So 2025, Jonathan will step off the pit wall, but other than that, everything remains the same. In terms of whether the squad are facing a rebuild after the departures of Newey and Wheatley, I would say rebuild goes way too far for two people that have left. It's evolution. I'm excited to see what happens at Red Bull. Obviously, for me, if there's a slimmer, even if the Red Bull is not up to par as it wasn't for the majority of last season, you could see Max wringing the neck of that Red Bull. Silverstone, where he finished second, was like a win. He has no right to get that Red Bull on the podium at Silverstone. He is absolutely brilliant. Box office to watch. Obviously, they're trying to force him out, giving him dodgy penalties after dodgy penalties, trying to force him out. And yeah, we got the news that Max will become a father, so maybe that will guide him away even quicker to focus on family life. It's something that has been on the cards for a little while, so something that has been part of the planning for some time. A restructure has seen several members of the team promoted into new roles. This has included Steve Knowles becoming the new head of sporting regulations. Max's race engineer, GP, will act as head of racing while also continuing his role with Max. So yeah, exciting times at Red Bull. If you are a Red Bull fan, I'd be a bit worried going into this season. Are they going to have the package? Are they going to have the car? Max, we know he's incredible. Liam Lawson, pressure is on. He has to score points. On a regular basis. Got to be up there. Got to be like 0.3, 0.2 off max. Anything more than that, as we saw last year with Checo, curtains. Liam Lawson, like, coming into the season, we don't know what Red Bull's performance is going to be like. Are they going to be able to give Max another title-winning car? And Liam Lawson is huge questions. Is he going to flop, or is he going to step up and handle the pressure? Horner thinks Red Bull are going to be fine. Yeah, he's not my favourite guy, Christian Horner, but he has been a good team principal at Red Bull. Won many drivers and constructors titles. So yeah, comment down below your thoughts on Red Bull Racing. Adios.